Good morning, you badass motherfuckers. It's the All on Me, the morning drinking show. I'm your host, Greg. Getting back on this motherfucker once again. We getting back on this motherfucker once again. Why? Why do we keep getting back on this? Because we doing life, motherfuckers. Because we doing life today. Happy, happy, happy day. I keep saying, are you doing life or is life doing you, man? Good morning. Good morning, beautiful people. I hope you think you're beautiful. Some of y'all think you're beautiful, but you really can be even more beautiful if you just started like believing in yourself, trying some new things, trying more new things, trying a lot of new things. Man, is some of y'all just worn out, right? You just like kind of worn out, man. You just burnt out. A little crispy, right? Um, it's trying new things, right? That's what gives you a reset. That's what gives you that feeling of being reinvigorated, right? That's how you kind of regain a sense of purpose, a sense of excitement for life, right? Because life can really wear us the fuck out, man. Especially if you caught up in a routine, right? A day in, day out routine that you don't fully feel empowered by, right? Do y'all know what I mean by that? Right? A lot of times we got a job, we got life, and it causes us to have a schedule and a routine, right? That doesn't it's not giving back to us. Like we almost feel slave to it. That's what I'm trying to say. If you feel that you are a slave to your own routine, a slave to the life that you have, the shit that's going on in your life, like there's so much resistance because there's not happiness. You're not fully excited about what you're doing. You know that you wish you could do something different. I mean, how many of you feel that way? How many of you can be honest enough with yourself to say, if you knew that this was the last year of your life, I'll give you a little more time. Usually I just say last week. But if you knew that you had only 1 year to live, what would you do different this like for the next 12 months? Would you just stay doing the same shit, right? Or would you like take some bigger chances or, make some life experiences, some bigger priorities, right? And my guess is a lot of you, right, would switch up some significant shit. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that in this life, especially when you doing the adulting 101, most of us are there, most of us have been through some shit, that we get to a place in our life that we feel that it's just like this is what we got. This is all we got. And that somehow for us to switch up would be too much. It would take a lot. And it doesn't. It doesn't take a lot other than it takes a mental belief in yourself. It takes true trust, right? Having some faith to trust, right? If you have a vision or something, I mean, just doing something knee jerk because you're just fed up, that may not always work itself out. It's better than doing nothing. Not always, but most of the time, it's better than doing nothing, right? And when I say nothing, it means continue. Because even when you're doing nothing, you're really doing the same thing over and over again, and it's not building you up. It's not adding to your life, right? You're caught up in this cycle of routine, of career, of job, of, adult responsibilities, parental responsibilities. And in that whole fucking chaotic life of yours, there's very little time for self-reflection, right? For self-care, for self-improvement, right? Self-improvement. Who could use some self-improvement? How come we've stopped self-improving? You know, I hardly ever hear that in this day and age. Like self-improvement, self-care, I talk about a lot more, but self-improvement, it's here. That's number 4, right? Personal development is self-improvement, right? And it's like, I guess we get to a place where we're so adulted out that we're like, there ain't nothing gonna switch up unless all the wheels fall off, man. And usually that does happen, right? There's a lot of people I've been talking to as I've been embarking on this health coaching journey and guiding people into better health, nutrition, right? And it's incredible to see the people that are actually stepping up and taking on the challenge, right? There's a little bit of fear, but the program we're doing, no exercise, no meal prep, and people are just releasing weight by switching up their mindset, their habits, and that nutrition. And it's not a suffering process. It's actually a fun process. And you see them getting the results. And then I see so many other people that come in and come out, but they're not ready. You're not ready. Most people just you want it quick and easy, right? You want it to be fucking easy. Let's just face it, man. Like very few people are willing to invest some real grit, some real determination, some real fucking effort, man, into turning their life around, like turning their situation into something so different, right? Because part of you probably just don't believe it's possible, right? Part of you just do not believe it's possible. You believe based on everything you've experienced and what you're looking at when you wake up right now, when you look at your bank account, when all the bills start pouring in, right? When you look at your living situation, you look at your relationships in life and your job and your paycheck and your education, right? You look in the mirror, you're having to put all this shit on to fucking try and feel a little better about yourself because nothing you're doing is going inside of who you are. That's where the work is, right? And we just don't believe that's possible. That when you actually start changing up your thoughts and changing up the inside of how you feel about yourself, right? That it really does start to change you. And I'm living fucking proof, man. God, how the hell did I break from that? Drunk motherfucker everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, man. Just get wasted. Like without any limits, right? I used to have my own company in Southern California. Man, a Friday like today, if you're watching this, I don't care what day of the week it is, but it was really any day of the week, especially work weeks. We would shut down at noon, go have lunch as a crew, and we would start drinking, getting all buzzed and just having a good time, man. That's all it was ever about, right? And so I thought that was having a good time. I thought, man, this is life. We're adulting. This is like better than when we were in high school because we don't got to have to answer to parents and we don't have to go to school and I'm making money and I got people working for me. We just get to have a good time, man. We just get to like eat and drink and fucking laugh our asses off and talk shit and laugh some more and get drunk some more and get high too. It was fucking wonderful, man. Isn't that the best life ever? I posted that shit the other day, man. Like about being a kid, just like getting back to that place of being a child, right? Like what was it when you were a kid to have fun, right? What was that? Like I don't remember as a kid, like, and I'm talking about a little kid. I'm not talking about when we start fucking around and partying in high school and shit, right? I'm talking about when you were a little kid, like what was fun to you? Like was it when you went fishing? Was it when you rode your bike? Was it when, and there's a generation out there now, they don't do that shit. They sit around and fucking play on the fucking computer and the smartphones all goddamn day. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Right? I've tried to raise my kids to give them more experiences outdoors, hiking, camping, fishing, right? Just exploring the country, fucking driving on the roads, not always just the expedient of hopping on a plane and going somewhere, but taking the slow road, right? Smelling the roses along the way, man, finding the detours and exploring and just just getting out there, right? But when I was a little kid, I mean, it was just going outside, playing, imagination, playing in the fucking mud, playing with little fucking toys, action figures, building forts and creating big old scenarios of battles and all kinds of crazy shit. Right? That was fun. I don't remember, happy hours and drinking and partying and using drugs and, worried about all this other bullshit. That wasn't fun to me. Right. And then when I got caught up on it, like we create this pattern saying that is fun. That's what adults do. Right. That's you're socially acceptable if you can show up for the happy hours and party and get wasted and laugh your ass off and then do it again the next day and do it again the next weekend and the next weekend and the next week. It's like, man, my heart goes out to people that's still partying. You're in your 40s, you're in your 50s, you're still fucking hammering out alcohol, chasing after the drink, man. God. I'm not judging you, man, but fuck, there's just more out there. Like, that's an experience, sure. It's a blurry experience. It's an altered experience. Man, there's some really fun shit out there that you ain't gotta get drunk, you ain't gotta get high, and it's fun. It is it challenges you. It adds to your health, your wellness, your fitness. And I mean, that's this whole message, right? Is like, are you doing things that build you up, or are you doing things that hold you back or keep you down? Right? Hence raising your fucking limits, your limiting beliefs, your limits on what is possible, what's not possible, right? And so many people, it's like you're caught up in this cycle, like party fucking people, man. Partying. Party. Real fucking talk, man. That's a big reason why I am no longer married. That's real fucking talk, man. Married for 21 years, but I'll be honest, my ex, she still want to party. She wanted to fucking party, man. And no matter what I did, I kept taking my kids to go fishing, camping, all this outdoor shit that didn't involve alcohol. Because again, I've been sober for going on 11 years now in July. And to be in a relationship like that with someone that still wants to go to Vegas and party this and club in that, it's like, nah, man, I'm done. I'm done with that shit. That shit does not excite me. Right? That shit does not fucking excite me, man. It ain't sexy. And, it's just, that's not the environment I'm looking to be in. I don't want to put myself in that fucking situation. I don't like being around drunk people. It's kind of annoying. It's irritating for me, right? Because there's just a lot of fake ass motherfuckers in that environment. And if that's what you're attracted to, guess what? I'm sorry to say it, but you got a lot of, shit to work on, man. That's all I can say. It's not judgment. But if you are continuously being attracted to that environment, you're looking for something. Like, you think that's the fountain of youth. You think that going out is still cool, is still hip, and you're in like your 40s and 50s and shit. Maybe every once in a while, right? Maybe every once in a while. But if you are honest with yourself and you look at a pattern of your fucking life, and it's something you're doing on a regular basis, getting caught up in the social fucking scene, right? You're investing a lot in that. That's not cheap, man. I can't imagine. Like, we're about to have a bar and restaurant right here, so I'm going to be immersed in it here at the Mystic in Santa Fe, right? But I'd rather be running that shit, right? That's how we do it, right? I'm running that shit. Y'all motherfuckers could be paying $15, $20 a drink. I'm running that shit. I ain't getting caught up, in the mix. I am making the mix. I'm the chef. Fuck, man. So you're welcome, man. Keep partying. Keep coming in. I'm going to actually, why am I trying to talk you guys out of doing the bad shit? Why am I trying to talk you out of going beyond your fucking limiting beliefs? No, keep partying, people. Keep partying. Come party here at the Mystic here this summer, man. You guys are going to love this shit. We're going to have a scene here, so I shouldn't be talking down on the party people because, we're going to want you party people out here, right? Coming to party, spending all that money, $20 a drink. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Bring it. Bring it. Bring the party. Show up, man. Show up. I'll be down there, but I won't be drinking. You'll catch me on the weekends, man. I'm just keeping an eye on shit, making sure that we're doing our best, and then making sure that, God, there's so many irresponsible motherfuckers like me, what I used to be, right? This guy, I gotta make sure that we're not over serving, right? Because someone like this guy, who I used to be, the drunk motherfucker, drink a little too much, get in his car, right? Sneak out, right? The server didn't see him leave, and he's wasted, and then he goes and kills somebody out here on the street. Guess who's responsible for that shit? That's me, right? Mr. Responsibility, not drinking 11 years, overseeing a bar. That person gets irresponsible and kills somebody, fuck, I'm on the hook, right? And at least we have some Uber nowadays. Hopefully you guys don't drink and drive. If you party, right, don't drink and drive. Please don't be like me. You don't want that shit. It's a fucking nightmare, right? There's Ubers nowadays, Lyfts, right? Walk, do something, stay in the motel. That's the beautiful part about this. Rent a room. We covered all the bases here. But it's really important, man, as I crack myself up every day, all the time, right? Because that's life. I'm having way too much fun in this life. Every day, I was journaling this morning. Every day is filled with endless possibilities. This day's never been had. Have you lived this day already? Do you really know what's going to happen on the way to work, on the way from work, at lunch? Do you know who you're going to meet, who you're not going to meet? Do you know what could happen? You don't, right? And so that's why it's so important to really develop your mindset, right? For to be aligned in a place that no matter what happens, right, you're still good, you're still happy, you're still excited, and you handle shit different. You're maturing, you're growing. And I think that's the message here, about the party animals in their 40s and 50s and 60s. It's like, just that desire. You must be all the extroverts, right? I guess the introverts probably settled down a little more, and the extroverts, but I was with an extrovert, right, for 21 years. She couldn't handle it. She didn't like just fucking home life and chilling and going outdoors, partying in the great fucking outdoors. Right? So it's probably the extroverts. You're probably a lot more extroverted if you kind of need to feed off that social. But the thing is there's a lot of positive groups and positive places where they aren't drinking, right? They're making a difference in their communities, that they would love to have your energy and excitement, enthusiasm, minus the drink. That you could still get that hit of connecting with other people and not having to do it with poisoning yourself. Right? I mean, that's the reality of it. I have conflict overseeing a bar, right? I have internal conflict because it doesn't align with my personal feelings and beliefs and the things that I value most. I think that my life has transformed in ways that I could have never imagined. Actually, I did imagine it, but I was sitting in that seat where I said, man, that's not possible. You're not gonna get back to like how much you weighed when you were like the leanest, meanest motherfucking machine on earth, right? In my version, right? Which was like in my early 20s. And I'm there. And I maintain that shit. But I'm more powerful. And the thing I carry that's greater than who I was back in the 20s. That's why I don't like sit here and say, oh, I wish I was still fucking young. I don't wish none of that shit. We all want a redo, right? Do you want a redo in life? Do you wish you could get the redo? Who needs the redo in life? Who needs to go all the way back? Who knows, man, how far back you need to go. But let's just say at least to your teenage years, 9th grade, 10th, 11th, maybe just 12th grade, right? Maybe for sure like 18 on. And to have the knowledge you have now and then say, hey, I want the redo. I always felt that, right? I felt that in the sense where it's just like, fuck. I made some stupid fucking decisions that I wish that having the foreknowledge now, I could go back and tell that young motherfucker to not fuck up the way he did, to make better decisions, right? That future Greg is really counting on him to not fuck up so much. That's a lot of embarrassment. It's a lot of shame. It's a lot of shit to fucking dig out of, right? When we make bad decisions and we have to pay the price and fucking deal with all kinds of shit, right? We could save ourselves a lot of that heartache. And that's kind of my message here is saying, I'm talking a bunch of stubborn fucking adults. Let's be honest. Y'all stubborn. You're stubborn. I'm stubborn. You're stubborn. I don't want to switch. I don't want to change. No one's going to change me. I had to change myself. I had to want it. Just like you have to want it. I'm going to keep getting on here and talking because I know that this message is reaching people. Now, whether or not you are at a fucking place in your life where you are so sick and tired that you really want it, right? I've been talking about a very close friend of mine that I'm mentoring and coaching through a health, nutrition, right? Self-help fucking program. And he's shedding weight like an incredible pace, almost 30 pounds in the first 30 days. That's incredible. No exercise, no meal prep, but we're working on the mindset, right? We're working on new habits, and it's a big part of its accountability. But I knew this dude was ready because when I reached out to him and we started talking about shit and we set up an appointment to talk, I was like 2 minutes late to get into the call, and that dude was lighting me up. Hey, bro, are we doing this? Is it for real? Oh, come on, man. I thought we're going to do this. He was hungry. He's hungry for change because he was sick and tired of fucking the results or lack thereof of results. And as an adult, man, you got to be sick and tired of shit before you're going to be fucking not so stubborn to do it. But unfortunately, even when we get out of our stubbornness, we're still stubborn because guess what? We want to do it alone. We want to do it in secrecy. We want to transform ourselves in secrecy with no accountability. And then when shit don't go right or things change or we get an invite to go fuck off, we don't have to worry about it. Ain't nobody gonna hold us accountable because no one kind of really even knew we were doing this to begin with. So it's all good. It's all good. Right? And then like the older you get, the more years you stack up. It's like years pass really quick. You got to think, you guys remember, man, like pre-COVID to now we're 2023. That was a lot of years, right? 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. That's 4 years. And most of you guys haven't done a fucking thing other than complain about what? Politics, money, inflation, right? All the bullshit. You're still fucking totally distracted by bullshit. And you're not actually getting results in your life. You're continuing to try things and you're not actually realizing the real results. Like you're not ready to hold yourself accountable, ask for help, right? And have someone there, right? Another responsible adult to really hold you accountable, to say, hey, you said this, you need to do it. You said this was your goal. Why aren't you doing it? Why are you jeopardizing your future self, the better version of who you could be, by this little indulgence right now, by this fucking hit of pleasure in this moment? Why are you giving in? And you don't want to have that accountability. We don't, man. We don't. We want to figure it out on our own. And I wish you the best of luck, because guess what? I've had to figure out this journey on my own. It took me almost 11 years now, right? Of really trying and airing a lot of shit, but still being hungry to try new shit, man. I've tried so many new things. I didn't keep trying the same old things. If the old things didn't bring me, if shit did not bring me results, I moved on to the next thing. It's been the things that come across this board that have continued to show the results, continue to help me move forward and progress along my journey, right? That I stick to. It's that stick to itness. If you are seeing something that is truly, transforming you, your mind, right? Your emotions, your spirit, your body, all of these 4 elements, then I've stuck with that stuff. But a lot of you, right? We're getting into it's spring now. Summer's right there, right? Most of you guys want to feel better about yourself. You would love to have a bikini on for a first time in a while, or at least just feel sexy, super sexy in the fucking bikini, fine as fuck, right? And dudes too, right? Not wearing a shirt, not wearing a rash guard, going swimming, right? Being able to fucking rock out, right? Some fucking a chest, some shoulders, arms, right? Not having a big ass fucking man tits and a fucking, beer belly or all this other shit, right? It's embarrassing and you know it. And yet, so we want a quick fix, right? We fucked off since January. You could already be almost 3 months, right? Into just results, results, right? And what's beautiful is when you actually get with somebody that is living the life, right? That is similar to what you want, but then you plug it into the things you're interested in. But someone that's actually demonstrating, man, look, I'm maintaining health, I'm maintaining a fucking mindset, I'm maintaining this growth, right, in my life, this expansion in my life. And it's incredible. The abundance that is coming online right now, man. It just continues to come forth. You guys ain't seen nothing. Y'all motherfuckers are just gonna be like, what? This guy's so lucky. And it's like, nah. No, you have no idea how much I still put in to my body, right? To my nutrition, to my health and fitness, right? To my mindset, to my personal development, to making a difference, to showing up. The other day I was working at a ranch because I got fucking renters all weekend, just making money, chilling. And, but it's like I've put in a shit ton of hard work. Like I know a lot of people that are like, man, I wish I had an Airbnb, but look, you're not willing to put in the work, right? Having a property that is rent worthy, right, sounds like a great idea. But then you're now saying that, look, you're basically going to become a mini hotel, a mini motel. I'm running a 24 unit motel, the Mystic Santa Fe, and I got a ranch that I'm renting. Both of these, we have guests just coming in, pouring in and day out, man. And there's people, you all are these people, right? Come in and they will complain about every fucking little thing, right? And if you're not willing to rise to those complaints, answer those complaints, take care of these people at any time of day, where it's going to inconvenience your personal life. It's going to inconvenience your private life. The other day I was working on a project, fucking freezing rainstorm came through, and I'm like, I got to get this done. I got to get this project done. But part of me was like, dude, this is shit weather. What? I can't. Just make an excuse for it. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to make an excuse. So it's freezing fucking rain weather, and I'm out there digging, muddy, right? Building. And it was so cool that I just pushed past the bitch voice trying to talk me out of pushing through on this project, completing the project. And it was like, it was cool that one of my bros called me and we were talking, and the storm was still happening and I was still working. And then it was like, I got to almost a completion part, and it was like the sun came out. The sun came out after I put in the effort. And it was beautiful because then I got to enjoy that. I got to enjoy the space that I'm creating, right? But it took what? Raising my limits, saying, fuck, this is shit weather. This isn't weather to be working outside, freezing rain, hammering down. And I'm building shit, digging shit, fucking sanding boards and repairing things and moving rocks and all this stuff. This is not fun in freezing rain. But guess what? That's what it takes. Just putting in a shitter at my fucking ranch house. The closest city is like about 40 minutes drive. And just to get that sucker in there, it took so much effort. I'm doing the install, missing one part. Oh, fuck, I gotta go drive back to town, which is really, the turnaround's like 2 hours. Cause you get to town, then you gotta go to the store, and then that takes 20 minutes, and then driving back. It's like 2 hours round trip. And I get back and I start working, and then I realized, oh fuck, I'm missing one more part. And I'm like, I'm gonna give up. Fuck it. I'll do this shit next week. And I'm like, nah, 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 nah. That store's still open. It's another 2 hour round trip. Let's get it done. That's raising the limits. That's moving past the bullshit. But most of you just think, well, if I just have the fucking property, everything's just gonna work out. But it's like, no, if the toilet's fucking clogged on Christmas Day and the place is rented and people are there and you ain't got, and plumbers aren't answering their phone, who's gonna fix that? Who's gonna fix the toilet? It better be you, or someone or someone that is going to show up. You're going to have to inspire somebody to show up. And it's so important that you have to develop a mindset that you are willing to show up, whether you have to show up every time or not. It's a willingness to say, I'm willing to show up. That's how you get to the next level. But that takes so much more effort than just sitting there and wishing. Right? You sit there and you watch people that are on vacation. You're like, well, fuck, why can't I be on vacation? But you didn't know what they had to do to get the resources and the money and create the freedom of time to go on that vacation. You just see the vacation and put yourself on that beach. And you don't realize what it takes. Here's the thing, you have the capability to do everything that you're seeing done. Right? You want to be successful with like some Airbnb properties, you have the capability. But you have to be willing to do whatever it takes and to do new things. You want to be someone that can get on vacation for more than fucking a week, a year, 2 weeks a year, right? To where almost your whole life is a fucking holiday, right? Then you got to do new things. You have to build something that will support that. And that's the wild shit, that so many people aren't willing to invest in themselves, to challenge themselves, to do new things. And I know that because I used to resist it. Like, I've always been a gritty hard worker, but I took a big fucking loss, man, in my life. 2008, 2009, Southern California, fucking crushing life, right? An expanding portfolio of investment properties, rental properties. I'm in my 20s, right? Crushing life. And then what? The economy fucking falls off the cliff. God, that sucked. That was a huge fucking loss. That was a huge setback, right? And through that, I called myself a failure. I defined myself as a failure, as opposed to forgetting that, guess what? This is the lesson I need so that when I come back, it's going to be greater than that setback, because I now carry that knowledge, and at least I fucking tried. And even if you fail, guess what? It's feedback. That doesn't make you a failure. Doing some dirty work, doing some fucking hard work doesn't make you dirty, right? It makes you gritty. It tells the universe that you are going to do whatever the fuck it takes. And it doesn't always take everything you got, but there are some times it does. There are some times where you fucking are smoked, man. You are exhausted. But on the other side of that, you feel good because you can be proud of yourself, saying, wow, I took myself to another level, right? I didn't just give up. I didn't just quit. I didn't just stop, right? It would have been easy to stop, but I didn't. And now I can actually celebrate that win. And then I can start to, what we sow. If you're sowing complacency, if you're sowing the bullshit fucking like half-ass, right? If you're half-assing at your work right now, guess what? You're sowing, you're deep in fucking half-ass results, right? If you're cheating on your own nutritional plans, whatever you're trying to do, diets and stuff, right? If you're have no accountability, guess what? You're reaping that. Right? If you've cut corners your whole entire life, you are reaping the cut corner life. I still believe that God, Father, right, is a loving God. He's kind. He doesn't just have a hammer and smash you over the head when you fucking cheat, right? But it's like you gotta learn those lessons. You're gonna have to learn those lessons so that you start to do things differently. And that's that new mindset. And that's why I keep getting on here, because I know I'm reaching people that are at least exploring, at least curious as to the possibility, right, of what it would be like if things were different, right? And knowing that you get to edit, you can change your life. It may not be easy, right? But you can do it one day at a time, right? But we want it to be fast. We want it to be quick. We want it to be now, right? I want it to be instant. I want instant results. I want instant success. I want instant this, instant that. And it's like, I wish you could have that. I wish that your life could instantly change overnight for the better. I really do. Especially if you're suffering, especially if you're fucking sad, depressed, you feel suicidal sometimes, right? Just hate your fucking life. I wish that it could be that, right? I at least know that I'm willing to put in the work for me to build up my life, to build up my fucking empire, so that I do have the freedom and flexibility and generosity that I can go out there and help people and make a difference, make even a bigger impact in people's lives. Because like seeing human suffering psychologically and really physically, right, is something that it pulls on my heart. It pulls on my heartstrings. I want to help to make a difference in this world, to alleviate the suffering around this world. Right? It's a part of who I am. And no matter what's going on in my life, whether I'm having a good day, a great day, a wonderful day, a fantastic day, a shit day, right? A chaotic day, right? I'm just gonna keep showing up. And I'm gonna maintain a positive attitude. I'm gonna start. I see the lessons. I see the challenge. I don't see it as, fuck. I see you guys when you're like, nothing goes right. How much more can go wrong? If things didn't go wrong, then nothing would happen at all. And it's just this fucking little poopy pants, wham, wham, wham attitude. And you're just crying out. It's the child in you just crying out to be seen and heard, right? You've been dealt a bad fucking hand, right? And it's someone else's fault, and you don't know how to fucking play it. The way you play the bad hand is you fucking throw the hand in, and you tell yourself you want a full fucking house, you want all aces, right? You want a straight, you want a flush. You get to fucking choose your hand. If you don't like the hand you have been dealt, throw that motherfucker out, burn him, do whatever you want to do to it. And tell yourself the hand you want. This shit sounds crazy, but trust me, it's a lot more powerful, right? To really start writing that shit down. Like if you want certain things, you desire it, you have to have a willingness and an openness to put in the work, right? You have to exchange something for something. So if you're gonna ask for something big, guess what? Be willing to do big things, right? If you're only asking for little things, well then guess what? It'll just might happen. Right? All you need to do is just pay the fucking rent. You'll figure out a way to pay the rent. But if you want to create a life that gives you financial stability, to where you don't even pay attention to how much the groceries cost, you don't even pay attention to how much gas is, it's not even on the radar, because there's stability there. There's plenty coming in every fucking day, and it's like you don't have to worry. It's not about, oh shit, let me make it to the next check. Barely. I still got a week or two. I've been there. I know what it is to literally be like, oh shit, I just got paid. Oh shit, all my money's gone for bills. How am I going to get through the next 2 weeks? I know what that is. I know what that is. I know what it is to have abundance. I know what it is to be a base, to be fucking just so fucking stressed out, right? And I know that when you start to ask to build security, financial stability, right? demonstrating, look, man, look at my life. It's been transformed. Literally, a year and a half ago, man. I got fired for the first time in my life. This motherfucker got fired. I didn't take it big to Rome. I knew it was the universe saying, "Hey, you asked for this. This job is not what's gonna get you your goals and your dreams. Here's the real fucking plan. Right? Make the most out of it." And I have. Right? I have. It's been incredible. Quick fucking turnaround. And shit just keeps going because I know that there was greater potential in me. And I know there's greater potential in you. But you gotta want it. You gotta start believing in yourself. Right? You gotta start healing some of these lies and this trauma, this shit that you've been through. Quit allowing it to hold yourself back. Ask for help. Reach out. Reach out if you need a fucking talk. I don't charge for my time to talk. You want to talk? You need someone to just fucking give you some feedback, hold your ass accountable, right? Hear you out, right? Reach out to me privately. It's cool. I ain't gonna just bark at you and insult you and fucking yell and F words at you. It's like, no, man, we have a real conversation. No? We can get down to what are your goals, right? What do you want, right? And why? What do you love? What do you hate? What do you want? And why? Ask yourself that. And if none of those things is what you are doing right now, right? Then what are you living for? You're not. Life is doing you. You're not doing life. This life is a beautiful thing when you take control, right? Because when you start to take control of your life, when you take accountability for everything you've been through, and you start to say, I'm gonna make some changes, right? Things start to change for the better. It doesn't always feel that way because it's challenging, but things start to change for the better. I hope you guys have an incredible day. I hope you have an incredible weekend. Right? I'll keep getting back on this motherfucker. I'm excited for my day. I'm doing some new shit with some new people. Right? It's gonna be exciting. I'll probably feel like a whole different person come Sunday because I'm doing new things. I'm opening myself up to new possibilities every single day. And I'm gonna keep challenging you motherfuckers to do the same. Because that's how you do what? That's how you stack them fucking results. Because you know the drill. Results